What's up? What's the word?
Hey y'all, it's BREE Specific from What's the Word. Make sure you tune in every Wednesday, 1 to 3 p.m. here on YouTube and all other platforms as well. Like, comment, subscribe, share, hit that notification bell, all of that. Thanks for watching.
Hey. What's up? What's the word?
Okay, we're here with Tyrese. How you feeling today?
In the building, Chi-Town. I'm just glad the weather's good out here right now. I still showed up with leather. This is my just-in-case package.
So why do people feel like Chicago is just always cold?
Because it is.
It's not, bro.
It is. Well, you sound like you defending Chicago, man.
I got to.
I got to.
You hate this during the winter, too.
We do. So bad.
LA, where y'all at?
Don't be defending it. Don't defend it. You know, it gets real out here.
Ain't nothing like summertime shot up.
Yeah,
It's true. I shot Transformers 1 and 2 out here during the summer.
Out here. I remember that.
Shit,
What was your favorite experience like just out here filming in the city?
That the weather was good.
Y'all have to chill on us and our weather.
That's for real, man. This is a different level out here. I know y'all do this every day, man, but I'm not being disrespectful. This is real. If I was in Arizona right now, I'd be having this same conversation about how unbearable the heat is.
Yeah, Arizona's too hot for me.
Okay, that's a serious situation, man.
I feel like California people spoiled.
And I'm actually surprised that black people even exist in Chicago. with the weather, the cold 60 below zero level of
that only happens like once or twice during once or twice a year.
Go ahead, defend it.
You just stay in the house that one time. It's
ahead,
like 1 or 2 below 0 days.
What type of heater could get you through 60 below zero?
You just got layer up.
I sleep with my space heater on me all year round, so I can't even.
Okay.
I'm anemic. I got
60
no
below?
We don't get 60 below.
That's a lie.
We probably had like 20 below at most.
Okay, we'll talk about that later.
We gotta look up
the weather report. Weather report be saying something else. When I look at this on TV, I be like, ooh. I start getting cold from looking at it on TV.
It don't even be that cold sometimes.
That's crazy.
Sometimes it doesn't feel like it. Like if the wind start blowing, then it's like, okay, now it's cold.
Could you walk up the street barefoot?
Right now, yeah.
No. In the winter. It's 20
can't do
below
that in
zero.
LA.
You can't walk up the street barefoot in the winter? Because you'll be what? Frostbitten, right?
Let's move on, okay? Because you in Chicago.
Oh, no. Ain't nobody in Chicago going to come at me about nothing. I'm having a conversation about factual facts.
No, man.
Who going to try and do some, get on the interview talking about it's cold? And it's cold.
It ain't cold.
Not right now. But it does get cold out here.
It
it's
do.
real.
So you came at the right time.
I wouldn't be here any other time.
So you in
Last
the city.
time I came to Chicago in the winter, my bus got snowed in. We couldn't even do nothing.
Oh, you got one of them experiences.
Yeah,
That's what
flights
it is.
was canceled.
Yeah.
And then we had to jump in an SUV, lead a tour bus. And we jumped in an SUV because Ohio and 3 other shows was in this region, all in the snow. It was serious. That was about 3 years ago. I'm traumatized if y'all can't tell.
It's okay, you triggered.
I can almost
You got PTSD for real.
I do.
I can almost guarantee you that was probably one of your most favorite shows. Chicago's probably one of your most favorite places to play when it comes to touring. I can almost guarantee that because I know Chicago love R&B and they love Tyrese.
Man, listen, Chicago always show up for me, for sure. But that weather situation definitely had a couple empty seats out there. It was a real situation, that one show I had,
It's the only thing gambling with Chicago weather. But we glad that you here in Chicago promoting 1992.
Yeah, we here, man. I love the shop, man. So many people that have played integral and specific roles in my life from Chicago, including Milwaukee. Frank Gatson, legend, used to manage me, taught me everything I know about performing, the stage. Frank is a legend out of Milwaukee. R. Kelly, I know everybody's mad, rightfully so, but R. Kelly changed my life, man, with all that he taught me, instilled in me, wisdom and knowledge, all the laughter, them late night basketball games. Man, that brother right there, man.
I didn't know that y'all actually had
Man, 15 years, bro.
Really?
I ain't never seen none of that goofy that's out there, but that brother right there, man. Shh. I mean, man.
Now that I got you,
Fucking songs, studio sessions, just watching him in that vocal booth, like literally freestyle and sing every song that we all know, literally at the top of his head, like Jay-Z does, where he doesn't write anything. It's just all in his head. I've never seen no shit like that in my life. That dude right there has changed
Kale's
my life forever.
I didn't know he went out the dome with that.
Kale's every song ever off the dome. I've seen every ad lib, every lyric, everything. And I've learned so much about recording and writing and creating just on the grounds of that man. Like I said, nobody wants to hear R. Kelly story right now. I got it, but I just give my respect where it's due.
Chicago people love R. Kelly.
Yeah, our audience gonna eat this.
Like
I was just about to ask you, do you think there's anybody in R&B that could beat him in the verses?
No. Nobody can with R. Kelly in the verses while he's in jail. If somebody pressed play on R. Kelly records on his behalf with a DJ, anybody on that stage trying to with Kels would get butchered.
Okay.
Do you feel
that's hands down?
Do you feel like as people we got to separate the music from the person? Is there any time that we can do that, or it's like the music correlates with what you did?
Let's get away from music. Let's get away from music. You got to separate from actors.
Yeah.
You got to separate from political figures. You got to separate from your favorite real estate guru who's probably going to get caught scamming. You got to stay. It's some weirdo people out here doing weirdo ass. And so, you know, we can make this about music. I got it. You know, they're going to always push that documentary out there and not focus on other folks that they could be doing documentaries on. But at the end of the day, you know, wrong is wrong. And you can only do wrong for so long in the dark before that comes to light. So I don't make this about music. I just make it about when you a up individual with horrible intentions and you doing wrong, then at some point, black, white, Latino, Asian, Jewish, Filipino, Buddhist, Christian, pastors out here exposed. You preaching that word of God and you out here smashing congregation members. That's just what it is. You out here condemning homosexuality and you gay and you a pastor. That's the world we live in right now, okay? People are going above and beyond, mastering the art of deception. I got to create this. I got to make you believe that I'm this so that you can buy into this, but I'm really that the whole time.
Well, why do people feel like you have to put on the persona or put on the face of like I'm larger than life just to succeed in what they are? Why do you
ever heard the saying fake it till you make it?
Yeah.
Okay, so fake it till you make it includes all of your dark, devilish, deviant behaviors. You got to fake that too. This ain't about just like playing games to, like, you know, I want to appear to be a good person when I'm really doing that on the low. And it's not about homosexuality either. I tell people all the time, do what makes you happy. That ain't my life. Ain't never been my life. But I want people to do what makes them happy. And what makes me happy ain't got to do with you. You know, the things that, like, if I were to tell y'all, like, what do you do on your private time? Matter of fact, why don't y'all ask me? What do you do on your private time?
That ain't none of y'all business.
No. I ain't gonna even say that. I was gonna answer it.
All right, so what do you do?
What do you do on your private time?
Okay, you really want to know what I do on my private that makes me happy?
Yes.
Like happy. Steve is my publicist. He will confirm. I like to isolate, be at home in my cul-de-sac where there's no cars, no people, and no movement. I couldn't replace that with $1 million. I love to get massages, which I just got a 90-minute massage last night.
Nice.
And I love getting my feet and hands done, even though nobody will ever see these ugly Okay? They stay in socks. Even when I go to sleep at night, I don't sleep barefoot, okay? It is the most relaxing thing in the world, okay? And I love water. So I don't like getting in the water.
I was about to say, so you swim or you just like to drink water?
I love water, meaning like I like to look at water. I like to be around water. I like the energy that comes from water. And so yeah, it's those are my thing. Like literally,
You just like to take care of you.
self-help and self-love is very important. When you're trying to find that balance, you know, I used to think that having sex with all of the baddest chicks on human feet was a part of my high and my happy place. And then God took that right up off of me. You know, I've been in 2 full relationships, faithful to both. That was my first 2, my ex-wife and my current Zelly. But other than that, boy, savagery. I was out there living my best life.
Nope.
Congrats to Blush Aesthetics with her business funding today. Any small business or entrepreneurs that's having problems getting funding for their business, holler at Her and Associates. We help with bookkeeping, tax preparation, tax planning, which all leads to a smooth process in business funding.
Thank you to my accountant, Daryl, from Hers and Associates for helping me with the smooth transition with my business funding.
I want to speak on that because like I see how on point you are, right? And I like that because I was always taught to be aware to be alive. So I pay attention to the whole room when I'm doing something. I pay attention to everybody moving. Like, is that an act of survival, the way you move like that, just making sure you pay attention to everything? Like, how did you get to be like that?
No, I don't connect it to survival. I connect it to communicating, right? So, you know, I like to simplify things, right? An insecure, fragile person will call it control freak. Will call it, you know, being unbearable or too much. Is it a control freak to tell somebody to take their shoes off before they walk in your house?
Nah, that's just the way
It is what
That's your
you
boundary.
prefer
Yeah.
That's your setting.
at your house, right? A control freak. I can't wear my shoes in your house. Like, who you think you would? Okay, got it. So I don't really like what you just said. I don't like the conversation, the topics that you just went into in the presence of my girl. So let's not do that again, you know, if that was the case. If you got a homie and he just felt like he could just start talking about women in clubs and who he used to smash and this and that, and my actual girlfriend that I'm in love with and my girl is there, then you got to have that. You got to just like either stop it in the middle of it, or you got to have a moment and say, I could have cursed you the level that you went through. Like, we homies, bro, but that was my girl, man. Like we talk about this type privately. Like, and so again, I don't connect it to survival. I connect it to just, I call it self-respect. You know, like I respect me, and respect for me looks very differently than it does for you. Like, I could sit here and say, what's your name again, bro?
Cody.
So Cody, we might go somewhere, and then the same exact thing could happen to both of us. You be like, I'm good. And I would freak the out. And then I'd be like, you'd be like, what's wrong, bro? Man, you ain't. And in your mind, nothing that was said or done triggered you, bothered you, messed with you, made you feel like somebody overstepped a boundary. None of that. But for me, it could be different, right? And it's you got to think of it like a pet peeve, right? So if I had to ask y'all, what is a pet peeve of yours? Like, nobody would understand why you just cringe when this happens. What is that for you?
When people like chew with their mouth open. That bothers me so bad.
I love it.
Because it's like, why you can't close your mouth?
Right. It's not that serious. We
No.
all up. You want us to
don't
hear.
have to, like, open your
You want
mouth
us to
to,
hear
like,
how
yeah,
good
like,
the gum
you
is.
Like, why?
This is what the fuck.
No.
I think one of my biggest pet peeves is like if I'm having a conversation with somebody and then somebody else come over and try to have a conversation with me while I've been talking to this person.
Wow. That's like it's just like like you
you
just like bro, we're talking. Yeah, my bad. No, bro, but we're talking. Yeah, but I was just trying to. Sir, we were having a conversation, and you just came out the blue with no respect and regard of what we were doing before you got here. Pet peeve.
Yeah.
Now, I got something even more stupid and small than that. I hate riding in a car where there's either raindrops or mosquitoes or something on the goddamn windshield that they ain't cleaned off.
And you cringe every time.
Oh, when I tell you, listen, if the driver is driving, I will literally go and grab his windshield wiper, push the button to make sure some cleaning stuff come out, and then there's been other times that if it don't clean good enough, I'll literally from the front seat grab a bottle of water and sprinkle it on the whole front windshield to make sure that it's clear as it can be, because I don't know what it is.
You might have OCD.
I don't though.
No? Okay.
It's just pet peeve. I just I have to look out of a clean windshield. It is the craziest thing ever. I got other little small pet peeves, but that's definitely one of them.
1992. We have a Screaming Tonight. Snoop Dogg is the executive producer. So why was it important to tell this story now?
Well, it was a very dark cultural experience for all of the youngsters out there. Y'all ever heard of Rodney King? George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, Trayvon Martin, Eric Garner. Goes on and on and on. And we are reminded every day that it's not easy to live in this black skin. So they beat the shit out of this man named Rodney King. Rest in peace to him now. They beat him. He died. He was alive again. He died again. I mean, they was beating him for so long. They were literally taking breaks and leaning on the car trying to catch their breath. Go ahead, man. You going in there now. He just won't die. And so we could have did a movie about the Rodney King situation specifically, but someone came up with a really clever idea and said, well, during the Rodney King trial, where all of these white police officers were all on trial, the trial was supposed to be in downtown L.A., and then they moved to Simi Valley, way out with all white people. Okay, not one piece of black or brown person live out in that area. It's like the suburbs of the suburbs. And the LAPD is LA. The Valley is the Valley. Riverside is Riverside. Springfield, Illinois has nothing to do with Chicago PD. So if they beat the shit out of Rodney King in Chicago, the trial was supposed to be in Chicago, not in Springfield. Y'all follow me? Mm-hmm. So they moved the trial out there because they knew it was going to be an all-white jury, and they was going to look out for each other, and they was going to get off. Not only did they give them a not guilty verdict, but when the not guilty verdict was read, they were in the courtroom smiling. They was also smiling walking through the parking lot on their way to their cars. Just like the arrogance of like, I know what we did. What you gonna do about it? So this movie, which is different, they decided that while the city was on fire, civil unrest, going crazy, burning everything down, looting, riot, just completely mad. And I was one of them. I was out there looting and rioting, protesting. I was out there getting me some free shit. And while the police was distracted, they, Ray Liotta, rest in peace to him, good brother. Ray Liotta and his crew, Scott Eastwood, his son Dylan, they all decided to do a heist and break into like an Amazon warehouse and steal 50 million in platinum plates. So this movie is not about riots and looting. That's a part of it, but that's like the backdrop. You're gonna see very little of that in the movie. Everything is about a heist. It's like it's drama. It's a thriller. It's like the music and everything is like, what's about to happen? Oh, it's like it's that type of going on in the movie. And so yeah, the crazy thing is, and I hope y'all use this as a headline. This is South Central LA's first Fast and the Furious because of the diversity in this movie. You have never seen this many white people in a South Central LA film, like ever. Ever. I can give you the list. I'm from there. I'm from Watts. Colors, Minister Society, Boys in the Hood, Poetic Justice, Set It Off, Baby Boy. Then they got this, and then Straight Outta Compton, Snowfall, TV show. White people that's in them shows are all police officers doing bad things to black and brown people. But the actual cast, even Sean Penn was a police officer in Colors with Don Cheadle. Some of y'all might be too young for that.
I remember Colors.
Yeah, so that was one of the things that I was proud about the most. Like I got the phone call, like, hey man, we got this film, 1992 about South Central, blah, 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 and Ray Liotta. And I was like, Ray Liotta? And then the director is Israeli from Israel. Like, huh? I mean, Training Day, it's Antoine Fuqua, man. It's all F. Gary Gray straight out of it. It's all black people directing films about South Central LA. Man, this man barely speaks English. and he killed this shit, man. He hit this movie so far at the park, I couldn't be more proud, man.
No, he definitely did. I definitely saw the movie, so definitely did.
Appreciate it, bro.
I do want to ask you this. This is what stood out to me. You do 3 films of yours that to me stands out. 1992, Waist Deep, and Baby Boy. And in those movies, you took on roles where you
Black and Blue? Black and Blue ain't up there?
I wouldn't say Black and Blue because in those 3, you took on the role where you was a father trying to make it happen.
Gotcha. I respect that.
And each character was different, but it's like each character as that role, that father was doing whatever he needed to do to make it happen for his kids. Mm-hmm. Like, do you choose stuff like that intentionally?
No. That is the narrative. That is the storyline. It's something that I live every day and I represent. I do think that that's important, to be a black man who is chasing and hunting and doing what he got to do to have a presence in this kid's life. But I do this in real life, so I don't need to portray anything. Like I do it for real. Like I'm $14 million into trying to have a relationship with my kids. You know, these family law, court system, lawyers, nuts, man. So I know most wouldn't even go through $100,000 trying to keep access and maintain some type of relationship with their kid. When I say 14 million, it's been 18 years of me just doing what I got to do to fight for custody, presence, make sure that anything else I get accused of, I can clear my name. I've had movies and opportunities that had my name on it that went away because of what I was accused of. And at the end, me personally, I feel successful in this capacity. Success might be money for you. Success might be the car you drive. Success might be the square footage. I've had that for almost 30 years. That's not success to me. It's good to have it, to be able to maintain it. But I know a lot of up people with mansions. So I can't really look at a mansion and go like, oh, that's successful. No, you've killed 20 people. You sold a lot of dope. You've over a lot of people with bad contracts and deals and taking advantage of artists and they publishing. So I can't look at you as successful when I know what you did to get that. You were in the Hamptons, but you're a demon. You're just you're bad. I'll take my square footage doing it the right way. And then I'll be able to say, in this house, I'm not Tyrese. My daughters have never said Tyrese. Tyrese. In my house, I'm their father. I'm dad. I win. Irregardless of what your baby mama has attempted to do. Irregardless of how much I'm traveling and moving. In my house, I'm those little girls' father. I'm dad, and I am not referred to in any other way. And for me, that's success.
We appreciate that.
That was dope.
Yeah, that was a word for sure. 1992, I'm checking it out tonight at the screening. You excited?
I've already seen it.
Are you excited to be in Chicago? You know, Chicago, we real, so we gonna tell you
Listen,
how we feel
I'm
about.
excited to experience 1992 with a live audience.
That's what I was looking for.
Chi-Town, there's some real out here that really will tell you how they feel about the movie.
Okay.
If that's what you was trying to say.
That's exactly what I was getting at.
If they ain't f***ing with it, they gonna show you. They gonna be just looking at them. Man.
Okay, and they gonna walk up to you after and tell you what you could
Tell
do
you how
better.
they feel. They gonna say, bro, give me my 2 hours back.
For sure.
1992 is coming out Labor Day weekend, and just be smart and go online and get your tickets now, because you do not want to be sitting on the front row thinking that this is a movie ain't nobody gonna see. This is crazy. Labor Day weekend, 1992 is about to be crazy.
Okay, we excited to see it. Well, thank
And don't
you so
forget to go
much.
get that Beautiful Pain
It comes out August 30th too, right?
double album.
Double album, same day.
Double album produced by my brother Brandon Bam Hodge and the legendary David Foster. Double album. It's about to be crazy. Slap that QR code up there for him real quick. Y'all see that QR code right there? If you're 16 years old, I need you to go night-night. This is not for you. If you want to make your mom and your daddy happy, go on your Shopify, pre-order this double vinyl, and it's going to be at your door on Labor Day weekend.
And I got to hear some of it earlier, so I'm telling y'all.
You ain't heard none yet.
No. Well, thank you once again, Tyrese. We got to bring you back because we got to talk R&B next time.
Absolutely.
For sure. Well, what's the word? BREE specific, CODY
CODY.
MACK, the legendary Tyrese, and we out.
Legends sitting next to legends.
Okay, I like that. Make sure y'all clip that up.
Shit, it takes one to know one.
Hey, what's up? What's the word?